your first interview in English?
Actually, it is going to be my first interview in English.
And how does it feel?
It feels okay. It feels like quite natural for me.
Okay, brilliant, good. So you've got 2 interviews in one weekend, one with Tele Madrid. You must feel really famous.
It feels weird. Actually, I didn't expect to have so much attention on me. Like, this is really like unexpected. I guess. Yeah.
Do you feel famous?
Not at all. I think the important thing here, they are the characters in the season, in the first season. So I'm just the mediator of all of these things.
So tell me how this project came about.
It is about 5 histories of 5 different persons living the Rastro experience, because they are so related to the Rastro in one way or another, and they all been influenced by the Rastro, by the neighborhood, by the place, and they're such a weird person. They're like so special, so unique. So they can tell us like really cool stuff about Madrid, about how people used to live and how people live actually now, the Rastro experience. So for me, it was just amazing that she was born in here and she was living here for 23 years, and this neighborhood was so different like from now. So I just had the feeling like, okay, my grandmother should appear here telling me like what it was like to be a young people like just like me, but just I don't know, 70 years ago. For me it was like kind of cool, like having my grandmother telling you stuff they used to do when she was my age. So it was just really interesting, because like we didn't have any woman perspective in the chapters, because they are all men. So we were like, okay, we want a woman. And women, they're not so easy to combine of being recorded. Like you can go on the streets and it's really hard to find people who want to be recorded.
So of all of the stories that you heard from all of the characters, which one has surprised you the most, or which one is the most memorable?
Oh my god, I think there's no doubt with this one, with this question. I think Kamar Al-Fadal, he's such an important person in the history of Spain. Maybe not him, but his father. He was the very first person who was able to build a mosque in Spain after 700 years. The first mosque in Spain was built because of this person. He came from India in a traveling after 3 months. He came in a ship. That was like pretty amazing for me. He came from Pakistan, and he was like, he came here to convince people to be, to be Islamic person, like to be, and he was doing that in 1950 in Spain. That's crazy. He was in jail. Because Franco, of course, the police there didn't allow him to be doing that. But his faith was so hard that she was still he was selling perfumes in El Rastro. Because he was a perfumist back in India. So when he was selling perfumes, he used to give the people just a paper with their feelings and their thoughts about this Islamic like current, So for me, that's the main character, our first season. Well, the most historical one, the one with the most touching perspective, I think. So these people was like just child that they come here and see this person. It's just really amazing.
So you live in Dublin?
Yeah.
Do you like it?
I really like Dublin, I need to say. It is a really like interesting city for going out. I haven't been that much, but I would say that it's really interesting to go in the pubs and just, you know, looking at people just singing. They sing, like if there's live music, they will be singing and clapping and stuff. They're so cheerful, they're so open, they're so Irish, I guess. The most weird thing for me living in Ireland, it could be probably like the time of the meals. Oh my god, they're so different. And they could be eating for lunch probably like crisp or I don't know, just a tiny sandwich, and I could be like starving. Yeah, so I'm making my own thing, you know, like I'm having like Spanish lunch all the time, just a tiny dinner. So I'm quite Spanish for that.
Yeah. So the reason your project caught my attention was because it really aims to preserve what the Rastro has been for a long time and currently is, which seems to be something that people, when they come for the first time, they don't see. And your film really captures that, and that's what I really loved about it. That's why it really caught my attention. That's why I wanted to put it on Madrid No Frill.
Thank you for that. I guess we want to preserve the story of these people, because otherwise it will die. It is going to die if we don't have anyone recording and, you know, like filming or having, like writing down this stuff. And I think it forms like a really important part of the folklore of Madrid. It is really unique. There's not such another place like this in Madrid, not in Spain, and I could say probably not in Europe. Because, well, maybe in Africa they have some markets like this one, but this is
Morocco.
Yeah, this is so unique in Europe. So because like it has a special vibe, it has a special community. There is a whole community in this neighborhood.
Absolutely, exactly. Come see the real Rastro, get to know these people. Absolutely, I love it.
Thank you very much.
Good. Yeah, that's a wrap.